Imagine waking up to find your country has decided to rewrite its future, stepping away from an economic and political union it's been a part of for over 40 years. This was the reality for Brits on June 24, 2016, when Brexit became a fact. A whirlwind of events led to this momentous decision. A national referendum put the question of the UK's membership in the European Union to its citizens. The lead up to the vote was marked by heated debates and a divided public sentiment, with passionate arguments on both sides of the aisle. Key players in this political drama were hard to miss. Figures like then Prime Minister David Cameron, who advocated for staying, and Boris Johnson, leading the charge for the Leave campaign, played pivotal roles in shaping the destiny of the nation. And thus, the United Kingdom embarked on an uncertain journey, leaving the comfort of the European Union's fold. As dawn broke on Brexit Day, the world held its breath, waiting to see what would come next. The immediate aftermath was tumultuous, to say the least. Financial markets around the globe were in a state of flux. The value of the pound plummeted, hitting a 31-year low against the dollar. The FTSE 100, Britain's benchmark stock market index, also took a hit, with billions wiped off within hours. This financial maelstrom was mirrored in the political sphere. David Cameron, the Prime Minister who had campaigned to remain, announced his resignation, leaving the nation in political limbo. This sent shockwaves through the corridors of power, not just in the UK, but around the world. The European Union, stunned by the decision of one of its largest members to leave, had to reassess its future. The initial reactions were mixed. Some member states called for a hardline approach, while others advocated for a more conciliatory stance. Meanwhile, countries outside the EU, from the United States to China, watched on with bated breath, their economies intertwined with that of the UK and the EU. The immediate aftermath was a whirlwind of uncertainty and change, but it was only the beginning. The real impact of Brexit, its challenges, and its opportunities would only become clear with the passage of time. Now, years after the initial shock of Brexit, we're starting to see the long-term effects taking shape. In the realm of trade, the UK's exit from the European Union has necessitated the forging of new relationships, a process that has been both challenging and rewarding. The UK has had to renegotiate trade deals with countries around the world, resulting in a shift in economic alliances. However, this also presents an opportunity for the UK to venture into previously unexplored markets and establish stronger trade relationships. On the immigration front, Brexit has significantly altered the landscape. The free movement of people, a cornerstone of the EU, ended with Brexit. This has caused a significant shift in the UK's immigration policies, leading to a more regulated and restricted flow of immigrants into the country. While this could potentially lead to a shortage of workers in certain sectors, it also allows the UK to have more control over its immigration policies. Now let's take a look at the regulatory structures. With Brexit, the UK is no longer bound by EU regulations. This newfound autonomy allows the UK to devise its own rules and standards. However, it also means that the UK must ensure its regulations align with its trade partners to avoid potential trade barriers. Economically, the long-term effects of Brexit are still unfolding. There are concerns about potential job losses and a decline in GDP. Some economists predict that the UK's economy could be between 2 and 8% smaller by 2030. Yet, there are also potential benefits. Brexit has given the UK a chance to regain its sovereignty and exercise more control over its laws and policies. The potential benefits, such as regained sovereignty and control over immigration, are significant. Yet these benefits must be balanced against the potential economic costs. While the full impact of Brexit is yet to be seen, it's clear that the decision to leave the EU has fundamentally changed the UK and its place in the world. The UK now stands at a crossroads, with the opportunity to shape its own destiny, but also with the challenge of navigating a post-Brexit world. Brexit, a decision that shook the world, has been a complex and transformative event. We've journeyed through the UK's audacious decision to part ways with the EU, felt the immediate tremors that rippled through the markets, and speculated on the long-term impacts that still hover on the horizon. As we continue to witness the unfolding story of Brexit, one thing is certain: the UK's decision to leave the EU will remain a defining moment in financial history. Please like, share, and subscribe for more financial history reviews.